So hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the equilibrium condition of beam. A beam is said to be in an equilibrium condition if all the forces and moments of forces acting on the beam are balanced. So let me show you one example what exactly we mean by an equilibrium condition of beam. Suppose we have beam AB. So we can see that there are various forces acting on this beam AB. Now, for equilibrium condition of the beam, there should not be any displacement of the beam in x or y direction. So, the beam is said to be in equilibrium condition if there is no displacement of the beam in the x and y direction. The second condition is there should not be rotation of the beam. Beam should not rotate in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, so no rotation of the beam. So, if these two conditions are satisfied, we can conclude that the beam is in equilibrium condition. In order to satisfy the first condition, that there is no displacement in x and y direction, all the forces acting on the beam in the x direction or in the y direction should be balanced. Okay, so for first condition to be satisfied, we should have all the forces acting in the x direction should be balanced. So that gives you summation of all the forces acting on the beam in x direction, or in simple way we can say summation of forces in x direction must be 0. Means all the forces in the x direction must be balanced. Similarly, we can also have summation of forces in y direction because there is no displacement in the y direction. Summation of forces in y direction also must be balanced. That means summation of forces equal to 0. So these two conditions are very important in order to satisfy equilibrium of beam condition. Now, as far as rotation is concerned, so to prevent the rotation of the beam, the moment of forces must be balanced. So in order to prevent the rotation of the beam, we should have the summation of all the moments of forces actually. Whenever we say moment of forces, we should take with reference to particular point because the body is going to rotate about a particular point. So moment of forces about any point must be equal to 0. This can be simplified as summation of moments about any point must be equal to 0. So friends, this is what we have a condition of equilibrium of beam. It is also known as condition of static equilibrium. The static equilibrium means when we talk about the body at rest. Sometimes body is moving with constant speed. So that is called as dynamic equilibrium, but which is not we are going to discuss here. We are only confined to condition of static equilibrium. So the equilibrium of beams means all the forces and the moments acting on the beams are in balance condition.